So you're thinking about making a move to Rockwall, Texas? Well, only do that if you absolutely love lake life and you want to see some of the most amazing sunsets in all of Dallas. That's right. Rockwall is not too far outside of Dallas. It's right on the lake and the sun sets on the opposite side of the lake. So every single evening you're just going to enjoy that view. So in this video we want to show you around town, kind of give you a better idea of the proximity of things. That way you can get a little bit more knowledge on Rockwall in general and hopefully help you make a decision if you're thinking about making a move. So let's get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Dallas, Texas and the surrounding areas, then subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Dallas. And my name is Levi, and my partner Jimmy and I, we get calls and emails every day from people just like you making a move to Dallas. We absolutely love it, and we'd love to help you out as real estate agents here. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas or the surrounding areas. So as we mentioned in this video, we're going to jump into my computer actually and show you a little bit around town so you can get a better idea of the proximity to downtown and what's going on. But after this video, and I say after this video, you want to check out our full vlog tour on the area. That way you can get a better understanding of where we take you through the town, and you can kind of see everything, different price points of homes and things like that. But with that, let's just jump in my computer so I can show you around. All right, so here we are. We're taking a look at the Rockwall map, and you'll just see, well, let me clear this out. Let's pull this down just a little bit for you. So my paint board won't be in the way, but Rockwall is right here, and you can see how it borders the lake. This is Lake Ray Hubbard. And this is what I wanted you to see here is it's only about 20 minutes to downtown Dallas, a straight shot on I-30, and that's pretty simple. Now, if you're going to be commuting, of course, then that's where a lot of your traffic going in the morning is going to be backed up, and then coming home in the evening it's going to be backed up as well. But that's been reduced quite a bit since COVID, so that's just something to keep in mind. But here's, I would say, probably the biggest downside to Rockwall, but it won't be if you're not really a frequent traveler, is you'd have to probably want to take either the George Bush Turnpike, or you might come here to 635 to get all the way over to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. All right, so that's actually about 42 miles when you factor that in. So I would say that's probably the biggest downside to Rockwall, is the distance from the airport. But again, if you're not traveling, then, or it's just not as often, then not really a big thing you've got to worry about, right? So just something to keep in mind. But we'll zoom in here a little bit for you. And as I mentioned, this is Lake Ray Hubbard. It's a 35 square mile lake, and it's really, really nice. And as we mentioned, the best perk, I would say, not only just being on the water there in Rockwall, but the best perk of Rockwall is going to be the sunsets. You can see the sunset because, of course, the sun sets on the west side, and Rockwall is probably one of the most elevated places in Dallas-Fort Worth. If you've seen some of the other videos that we've done as far as pros and cons, which, by the way, if you want to check that out after this video, you're more than welcome. We'd actually appreciate that. But the pros and cons of Dallas, my biggest con of the Dallas-Fort Worth area is it's just flat. And I really like it when I'm in other cities and other parts of the country, and I'm driving around and you can see mountains in the distance, or you're driving by the ocean, or just something that just kind of draws you to that picture in the background, right? Something about that I really love. But Dallas, you just don't get that. I mean, it's not, it's more like the architecture is the background, which I think Dallas is one of the prettiest cities as far as architecture is concerned. A lot of the buildings are very unique, glass, beautiful, new, and so I really do like Dallas from that standpoint. But here in Rockwall, you actually have some elevation, and so looking west over the lake, you are going to get the absolute best sunsets in all of Dallas, in my opinion. So you saw the picture earlier, and by the way, you could, if you haven't already, after this video, after you watch this entire video, go check out our full vlog tour on Rockwall, because I kind of start out in the intro with the sunset, and then we finish up with the sunset as well, because that's just something you have to see. And that was just, I just went on a random day to Rockwall, and I knew it was going to be a clear day, so I thought, all right, even if it's clear or partly cloudy, you're going to get the best sunsets there. So when you come right over the bridge, I-30 from downtown, you're going to hit Rockwall. Also in the vlog, I started out right here, right when you get off the lake, is going to be is what they call the Harbor District. So kind of a majority of this section right here. This is all going to be homes, but all of this area where you see Hilton, Dallas, Rockwall, all of this area right there is really going to be the Harbor District. So as soon as you come off the highway, right there, it's a great development for shops, restaurants, bars, you know, just really a great concentration of retail that you can really have you know, spend the day at. And you can, it's got great views of the water. A lot of those restaurants are up there, so you'd have great views of the sunset. So that's a really good place to go. If you're not living on the water, then you can always go here to the Harbor District and have dinner out there on the patios and watch the sunset go down. There's also a point up here where you can kind of park your car and hang out. Actually, that's where I was at in the vlog whenever I was doing you know, the intro and the ending. Was I parked my car right up on this. There's a point up there where you can just overlook the whole lake and see Dallas in the background. It's really cool. But yeah, they've got a lot of cool restaurants and bars there. And actually right here, and this is where I also stopped here. This is under development right now. This is the Sapphire Bay, or the no, it's going to be the Crystal Lagoon. So this is going to be a $1 billion development, which it's going to have a ton, over 1,000 condos and apartments. It's going to have, well, the Crystal Lagoon is the most important part. So it's going to have the Crystal Lagoon and the show fountain, kind of like the big fountain at the Bellagio. The show fountain is over 1 acre in the Crystal Lagoon. So they're going to build out right here. Let me see. Let me close this out. Kind of show you a little bit. You can see here, I think it's going to be right around here. That's probably going to be like the size of the Crystal Lagoon here. And of course, everywhere around here is going to be all these condos, you know, condos and bars. I mean, basically a whole community, condos, apartments, everything you need. They're going to have they already have a marina, but they're going to expand the marina, so you're going to have boat parking. But a big section of this is going to be the lagoon, and they're actually going to put the white sandy beach all on the inside. Okay, and then you're still going to have kind of like a lake walk or something around the edges, and it just looks really, really cool. I mean, it's going to be amazing. So they're slated to finish that in 2023, and that's a project that's actually been delayed for a couple of years. They finally got the green light, and now it is under development. So that's going to be a tremendous, tremendous piece of property there whenever it's all done. So if that's something you're interested in, and you're still going to move to Rockwall, you could always move to Rockwall first, and in 2 years when they're done, get ready and sell your home and move over there if you want. But it's going to be a really, really cool spot. So let me show you a little bit further more into Rockwall here. I also bring you up here to the historic part of Rockwall. I take you around here just a little bit, just to kind of show you around. It's more of this section right around here, and you have right here the Rockwall County Historic Foundation. That's like where one of the oldest house in Rockwall is still there. And actually, Rockwall, the name comes from a rock wall. Farmers were digging back in the late 1800s, and they were digging wells, and they found a rock wall, actually an actual rock wall that really kind of expanded the whole length of the county, really, and it was underground, and it the thing is there's a whole lot of speculation and conspiracy theories or whatever it is you want to call it, a lot of speculation. Scientists have kind of deemed that it's natural, but a lot of other people, old timers, they say, from back in the day, were passing on stories that when it was uncovered, they saw windows and doors built into it, so they feel it could have been some underground civilization at the time. They're not sure if it was built by Indians or Mayans or aliens, or according to the scientists, it's just natural, and that's the way it is. But the reason there's so much controversy is because it actually looks like a brick wall, but it's made out of rocks. Like, all the rocks are pretty symmetrical, and so in a pattern that extends the whole way of the whole wall. So that's something that is, it's still a bit of a controversy. So if you like something, you want to get in that debate or have a conversation about it, I'm sure there'll be people around there that would love to talk about that. But you can see here, there's a pretty good sized park over here. You got a dog park, you got disc golf if you like that. You've got, this is Harry Myers Park, a little pond area in there. And the rest of this, you've got some trails. If you want to do some hiking and biking, you see you've got a pretty extensive trail system right over here. So that's a lot of fun right there. You got a couple of little smaller lakes. You've got Rockwall Golf and Athletic Club, of course, here on the water. And again, one of my favorite things, not only about Rockwall, about it being on the lake and the sunsets, but it's actually, there's, as I mentioned, there's quite a bit of elevation, so it's kind of hilly when you're driving around in certain parts of Rockwall. And to me, that just kind of adds to the fun of cruising around Rockwall. Is, you kind of get some ups and downs and some curves and things like that. And so there's even some good views over here by the bridge when you're driving. You're kind of up to where you're just looking down on the lake, and you can see Dallas, the Dallas skyline in the background. So to me, I think that's pretty cool. And you see you got Rockwall High School right here. And if you check out our vlog, then I stuck around in this area. And as far as whenever I showed you some of the houses, so we didn't venture off too far from here. Let me see, where was I at? I was pretty much kind of like around in this area. And so I showed you, I think, a $350,000 house, a $600,000, and a $1 million house. So what I did though was the $600,000 was, it wasn't too far from here, but they were all brand new construction, and they were done really, really well. And that's the thing, Rockwall, you're still going to get, you still have quite a bit of opportunity for new construction deals. It's still growing out in Rockwall. Right now their population is just right around 43,000. And so it's still kind of considered a small area, but still they're building quite a bit within the city of Rockwall, and especially extending out. You can see here, there's going to be new developments in all of these. You see where there's not any streets right now. That's going to all be developed, trust me. So even through here, a lot of these are probably just roads are gone in and they're developing right now. But everything I showed you in that vlog, which you definitely want to check out. And by the way, if you ever lived in Rockwall, or if you live in Rockwall now and you're just watching this for fun, please comment below and let us know if you got some tips or things that people should definitely check out when they are, thinking about moving to Rockwall. And I take you down here. Let's see. So Heath kind of borders, Heath does border Rockwall right here. And that last house, I showed you the $1 million house, but whenever I showed you that house on the lake, no, actually the last house, it was $900,000. It was like right around in here, okay? So, but it was up here on one of these streets that, actually I think it was right here on Versailles Drive. Yeah, Mont Blanc, actually that's exactly where it was. So I was just coming over here. I didn't realize I ventured out of Rockwall until I hit the city limit sign like right here, but close enough, all right? So this is actually in Heath, but I showed you that this right here, as you can see, that was an open lot right there. This was an open lot right there. And what I thought was really unique was this open lot is, and it's for sale as of right now, moving into 2021, but it's elevated. And if you built right there, not only your back deck, but if you built 2-story, I mean, would have enough elevation to clear the house behind you below. And so your back porch and your upper or your 2nd-story porch, if you built a porch on that or a deck, would have the most amazing sunset views in all of Dallas right there. Not that there's other houses that don't, but I'm just saying if you wanted to build and be in a great area, that lot right there, and this lot is even built up a little bit as well. But the key is that you can see here is you do have a house right here, and if someone else ends up building a house right here, that limits your lake view to, you know, kind of cutting right through the houses, okay, to be able to see the lake view. And actually, that was the one that I showed you that was for sale right here, this corner lot. Really huge house, and it did have lake views, but it was kind of through this person's, through in between those houses and in between these 2 houses. So you could still see the lake, especially from their 2nd story, but it's going to be, you know, a little bit more obstructed. But this lot would be absolutely perfect because this house is much lower, and so even on your 1st floor, your backyard would pretty much be kind of grazing the rooftop of that house. So you could build it up just a little bit if you wanted to and give your whole back deck, but it's still, you're going to get the best sunsets right there. It was absolutely amazing. And then I went down here. That last stop I showed you, that house under construction was, you know, pretty much like right here. And that was right on the water. I mean, that's a huge house that they were building there. It looked like it was 15 or 20,000 square feet. I mean, it was pretty good size. A lot of square feet they were putting in there. So that's just a great opportunity where, as well as far as, I mean, Heath right there, you're going to get some other good lakefront lots if you want to be in the Heath area. You can see it right there. So even though we're talking about Rockwall today, then just want to keep that in mind. And so the public schools are A-rated in Rockwall. You've got the median home value is around $245,000, but the average home price is around $448,000. Now I pulled up this market report just to kind of show you what was going on. Let's see, 15 homes on the market. That's not correct. I'm not sure what. I just pulled this yesterday and actually wrote down the number, so I'm not sure why that pulled up. But there's actually about 500 homes in Rockwall in the market right now, but it was still a decrease. It was still a decrease of about 10%. So that just kind of tells you that inventory is reducing a little bit. And this was actually 40 price reductions, and the actual price per square foot's around $165, just to keep in mind. But here's a good look at most expensive home in Rockwall listed right now is $2.9 million. And if you want to just kind of see that one real quick, it's that one looks pretty nice right there on that. Got that pond area. I mean, that is Texas country living right there. Look at that pond. I mean, it looks like you got a great backyard. Wonder how many acres that is. Let's see. Come on the market in the Anacade area. Okay. Secluded. Yes. Oh, home, what? Sits on 13.43 acres. Wow. So there you go. Is that 50 acres? 37 acres in parcel. Oh, so maybe they're offering a lot next to it, but it looks like you get 13 acres with this. So if you're looking for something with some acreage right close by the lake, I mean, ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that granite. That's cool looking. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the super dark colors, but I mean that works in there. Nice floors in there, cabinetry. I mean, you know, look at all the windows in that. Look at all the windows in that, and there you go. You got a sitting area. That's really nice master bedroom, huh? You got all those windows looking out at the woods in there. I think that's pretty cool. So that just gives you an idea of what the most expensive. But let's take a look real quick. Let's just look at regular $369,000 house, and I'm just pulling this up random, so let's see what this will get you for $369,000. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,700 square feet, built in 2014. I mean, that's not bad at all. A 6-7-year-old home with 2,700 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean, I'd say that's pretty good if you're looking out for a starter home and your price is under $400,000. I mean, that is a good size home and still new, eco-friendly, huh? I mean, the stonework looks good. Kind of looks like it's on the end of the cul-de-sac, or at least on a roundabout, so that should slow down traffic. You know, you got your hardwoods, cabinets. Okay, I mean, you know, classic kind of Texas feel with some of the dark woods, the mixed granite, and you know, built in 2014. So, I mean, it's move-in ready, of course. I mean, that's a great option. So, let's see, stone and brick, 4-acre lot. Oh, 0.4. Okay, there we go. Well, that was a little hard to see there. I thought like 4-acre lot. Boy, that'd be a steal. I'd go buy that one right now. 4 acres for $369,000 with a house on it. But 0.4 acre lot. So that just kind of gives you an idea of Rockwall. You can see here, very well known for their high school football. So great if you've got some athletes in the family. High school football, not only high school football, but some of the other sports as well. Let's see, there is, yeah, the median income there is around $92,000. You got Lake Ray Hubbard right there. The median rent's around $1,300. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. There's definitely a lot of apartments, nice apartments in the area as well. Or you could rent a single-family home. Just depends on what it is exactly you're looking for. But either way, we can help you out no matter what. And we look forward to doing that. So if you have any questions, be sure to comment or shoot us a text or send us an email, whatever fits your needs, and we'd be happy to help you out in any way, even if it's just answer questions. And again, you know, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we're happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas or the surrounding areas like Rockwall. And until next time, we hope to see you around town.